headless. What can I say?
Yep.
Okay, directive life coaching is providing a direction. Say I'm a mentor. Someone doesn't know how to work a video camera. Well, if I'm an expert at operating a video camera, which I'm not, I could use directive life coaching and teach them how to operate this software, video camera, whatever it is. Non-directive is actually how life coaching comes across in logical soul life coaching, because non-directive means, like we talked about the example with David. Well, David may be perfectly happy. Well, that's fine. That's wonderful. How can I help you today? Well, David says, well, I feel a little blocked when I, at my job or something. Let's just say that's the situation. And then I dig a little deeper. Well, what is it about your job that you feel uncomfortable? And we go into maybe, well, it's the boss, and the boss has this, or something is going. In other words, it's not really what is bothering them, because I'm not an expert at whatever that is bothering them, whether it's relationships or health or whatever. However, if I'm an expert at non-directive life coaching, then it doesn't really matter what the problem is. What matters is the process through which you transform that problem to the point where it's no longer a problem. Does that make sense? In other words, when a problem is no longer a problem, what is it? It's just a thing. It's just something. It's an experience. And so when a problem is transformed, it's no longer a problem. I used to think that I was too skinny. When I was growing up, I was like really, really skinny. I mean, like a rail. You wouldn't take a look at me now. But the point is that I was really skinny, and I used to get those, in the back of the comic books, get these shakes and drink these shakes, and you can gain weight and build muscle and do all this stuff. I must have spent a lot of money on those things, and I would be exercising every single day and like drinking these 5 or 6 shakes a day trying to gain weight and all this kind of stuff. 14 days later, when it says I was supposed to be this muscle-bound guy on the beach, I wasn't. I was so sick of those shakes. I didn't eat for another week, and then I lost it all. And so I didn't transform my life. Oh, we got invisible ink here. It's disappearing. Perfect. Okay. What happened was, I wasn't ready to. My body wasn't ready to gain weight yet. I had to grow up a little bit. I had to, get married, and then suddenly. And then I married somebody who's a good cook, and now suddenly that's not a problem anymore. I just don't have that problem anymore. And so transformation just happens. For most kids, kids just grow up, right? They transform. They get into puberty, and then they get into their 20s, and then their 30s, and then all of these are transformations. Transformation, by the way, is going from one state to another. When a moth becomes a butterfly, or when, what's another form of transformation?
Caterpillar.
Yeah. Well, anyway, an armadillo becomes a rat after he loses his shell. I don't know, something about transformation where you're going from one state to another. And usually transformation, most people think of transformation as a good thing. Well, he was totally transformed. However, there are such things as negative transformations, or negative mutations, if you want to call them, where you can go backwards in a sense of evolution. But we normally think of transformation as evolving to a higher level of being. Higher level of being in physics is called entropy. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the term. I know some of you guys probably are familiar with it. Entropy just means the number of ways something can be changed around. And the less ways something can be changed around, the more orderly that system is. And living things tend to be more orderly than non-living things. That's just the nature of life. Life tends to be very, very orderly, because it goes down to a DNA level, very, very complex. And living things are very complex. So a higher level of orderliness means that there's a higher level of transformation. So when we transform from an amoeba to a human being, would you call that a transformation?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So when we're doing logical soul work, there we go. All I had to do was erase it and then it appeared. How do you like that transformation? I can transform nothing into this. So when we're doing logical soul life coaching, that's all about transformation. Yes, there are goals involved. Yes, there's accountability involved. Primarily, we're about transformation. I set that as my major objective, transformation. Because without transformation, goals are just simply mundane. Well, you want to lose 10 pounds. Well, that's great. Well, I'm going to hold you accountable. Let's lose 1 pound a day, 2 pounds tomorrow, and 1 pound the next day. Well, you know, that kind of stuff. And yes, you can hold people accountable and all that, but transformation really comes from the idea that do you have a big enough why? All of you heard about the mother who lifted the car off her kid because the car was pinning her kid down and suffocating her kid. How does that happen? Does she have a big enough why to do that? That's why she has the strength to do what she does. Would she normally have the strength to do that? No. Probably not. But with a big enough why, you can do most anything, can't you? In fact, Nietzsche said, with a big enough why, you can overcome any how. So the how is not the issue. The goals is not the issue. Accountability is not the issue. Transformation is always linked to a why, because with a big enough why, if somebody was about to kill my kid, if I didn't jump, 15 feet from one skyscraper to another, would I jump that 15 feet? Yeah. If I didn't make it, I'd die. But if my kid got killed, I'd die anyway. So 6 of one, 1.5 dozen the other, right? So if you have a big enough why, you're going to take that leap, aren't you? So today we're going to find out what is the why. And your body, by the way, knows exactly what that is. It knows what your whys are, and it knows what your reasons are for holding you exactly where you are and where you are in life, and why you're not getting to where you want to be. How many of you would like to find out what that is? Good. So we're going to take a break here. Well, let's see. No, we've got a few more minutes. Then we're going to take a break in about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll be back at the top of the hour, and then I'll do a session with somebody and we'll talk about getting that transformation going. There is a why to all this, and life coaching is the medium. You don't have to be a life coach in order to sign up for this. It's just that if you want to make money, if you want to turn it into a profession, you want to make money and help other people in the process, this is one of the best ways to do that. So without further ado, I want to just open the floor to anybody who has questions or anybody has some thoughts.